We begin our look at sports on the ice, where the New York Islanders held off the Rangers 7-5 on Thursday night to keep up their recent mastery over their crosstown rival. Check out my Instagram at The Voice Bobby C for a small clip of the fired-up crowd at the Barclays Center. What a night for traffic, snow, and high-scoring hockey in the Big Apple. Kyle Palmieri scored, and the New Jersey Devils beat the Philadelphia Flyers 3-0 on Thursday night. The locals are off tonight. On the hardwood, Paul George scored a season-high 35 points to help the Oklahoma City Thunder rout the New York Knicks 128-103 on Wednesday night. Tyler Johnson scored a season-high 24, and the Miami Heat beat the shorthanded Brooklyn Nets 120-107 on Wednesday to snap a three-game losing streak. Nets guard Spencer Dinwiddie honored Marvel icon Stan Lee, who died Monday, with sneakers from Brooklyn's game against the Heat. The kicks featured custom artwork. Dinwiddie produced the shoe himself and will wear a different self-produced shoe in all 82 games this season. The shoes will then be auctioned off to benefit youth-based charities. Pretty cool there. The Nets are in Washington tonight. Knicks are in New Orleans tonight and Orlando Sunday. Carmelo Anthony's brief stop with the Houston Rockets is over. The team confirmed Thursday Anthony, a 10-time All-Star forward, will part ways with the team after playing only 10 regular season games. On the college circuit, 15th-ranked Syracuse faces 13th-ranked Oregon in the 2K Classic at Madison Square Garden. Tip-off is 4:30 p.m. today. Fordham hosts Florida International in the first leg of the Johnny Bach Classic. Tip is 6 p.m. tonight from Rose Hill right here in the Bronx. Even the coach's son can't catch a break sometimes. The last name on the jersey worn by Syracuse head coach Jim Boeheim's son, Buddy, was misspelled in a Thursday night matchup against UConn. Buddy Boeheim's name was spelled B-O-H-E-I-M on his number 35 jersey. Oh, wait a minute. It was actually B-O-H. During the 2K Classic. Not sure how that mishap could have occurred because the school provided the jerseys. His dad has been Syracuse's head coach since 1976. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. Mets right-hander Jacob Degrom, who led the majors with a 1.7 ERA, won the National League Cy Young Award on Wednesday night. The Mets ace took home his trophy with just 10 wins. The Rays hurler Ian Snell, with just over 180 innings pitched, won it in the American League. So voters looked deeper at their performances this year. Called it for DeGrom to get the nod late in the season. He deserved it. Red Sox outfielder Mookie Betts and Brewers outfielder Christian Yelich were announced on Thursday evening as the winners of the 2018 Most Valuable Player Awards, as voted on by the Baseball Writers Association of America. Betts, 26, led baseball with a .346 batting average, a .640 slugging percentage, and 129 runs scored. He also put together a .438 on base with 32 homers, 80 RBI, and 30 stolen bases, while ranking among the best defensive outfielders. According to Baseball Reference, Betts was worth a 10.9 WAR, the highest total by a position player since Barry Bonds in 2002. Yelich, also 26, led the NL with a .326 batting average, a .598 slugging, and a 1,000 OPS. He also put up a .402 on base with 36 homers, 110 RBIs, 118 runs scored, and 22 stolen bases, while playing above average defense in the outfield. Braves outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. dazzled us from the moment he stepped onto the Major League Diamond last April. He's just 20 years old. He became the face of the Braves in a magical turnaround season and was honored with the Jackie Robinson National League Rookie of the Year award on Monday. He received 27 of 30 first-place votes. Meanwhile, Angels two-way sensation Shohei Ohtani won the American League Rookie of the Year award after a season in which he did something pitching and hitting on a regular basis no player had done in 99 years. Ohtani also easily won, receiving 25 of 30 first-place votes with a pair of Yankees, third baseman Miguel Andujar and second baseman Gleyber Torres finishing second and third, respectively. From the hot stove front, the Seattle Mariners are reimagining their roster for 2019 and shopping ace pitcher James Paxton. The team is reportedly speaking to the Yankees and the Houston Astros about a trade involving Paxton, which appears to be imminent. He would be a good pickup for the Bronx Bombers. The disaster for the New York City FC came in triplicate last weekend. 3 mistakes, 3 goals conceded, and the third consecutive Eastern Conference semifinal ouster following a 3-1 second-leg road defeat to Atlanta United. On the flip side, the host Red Bulls advanced to the MLS Eastern Conference Finals with a 3-0 win over Columbus that overturned a first-leg deficit. The Red Bulls won the 2-leg playoff on a 3-1 aggregate and will play Atlanta United in a 2-leg semifinal on November 25th and the 29th. The The Eastern winners meet Portland or Kansas City in the league final on December 8th. In college football, this week's schedule is weaker than most, with SEC headliners like Alabama taking on Citadel and Georgia facing UMass, but there are still a few appealing matchups across the country as fans work their way through their last full Saturday of football. Playing into the oddness of the week, the best game on the schedule will actually take place at Yankee Stadium, where number 12 Syracuse will clash with number 3 Notre Dame. There's a ranked matchup in the Big 12 between Texas and Iowa State. Who will win the Notre Dame matchup at the big ballpark in the Bronx? I'll take the Irish at Yankee Stadium. I'll also pick the Giants this week, even though I'm still not sold on Odell Beckham Jr.'s prediction that Big Blue will win out the rest of the way. I've been telling you, though, the Giants are better than their record has been this season. The G-Men face Tampa Bay Sunday at MetLife. Jason Pierre-Paul, who was traded to the Buccaneers in the offseason, said he's had this game against the Giants checked off since he left New York. After a disastrous first half this season, the G-Men hope the Monday night win in San Francisco is a sign of better things to come. The 2-7 Giants began their second half of the schedule with a 27-23 victory over the Niners and will look to start a winning streak against the 3-6 Bucks. An embarrassing 41-10 loss to the equally lowly Buffalo Bills last Sunday brought out the venom from Todd Bowles' biggest detractors, the number of whom has quickly multiplied over the past several weeks. They hope the bye week could bring about a change at the top in response to the team's miserable 3-7 start. The Jets have 6 games left and will be hard-pressed to even match the 5-11 records they put up each of the past 2 seasons. New York has 2 games against New England, including a home matchup out of the break and meetings with Tennessee, Buffalo, Houston, and Green Bay. No gimmies there, folks. Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson dueled throw for throw, touchdown for touchdown, fist pump for fist pump, and a game neither team could afford to lose. Seattle won 27-24. Thursday night football, of course, last night. They moved to 5-5. UFC welterweight Nick Diaz will return to competition on March 2nd in Las Vegas, according to UFC President Dana White. Diaz has agreed to a welterweight contest in UFC 235. Fernando Alonso will race the Indy 500 for a second time in 2019 as he continues to chase the unofficial Triple Crown of motorsport. Graham Hill remains the only driver to have won Le Mans, the Monaco GP, and the Indy 500. Alonso has 2 of the 3. He won Monaco twice, Le Mans, which he won this past season, and will make his second assault on Indy on May 26th with McLaren Racing. Kyle Busch's win at Phoenix on Sunday was the 119th victory of his NASCAR career. Is his 6 wins shy of 200, meaning that he will tie Richard Petty's record for 200 NASCAR wins? I would say probably not. Busch's 194 wins have come across NASCAR's Cup Series, Xfinity Series, and Truck Series, as longtime NASCAR fans and staunch Petty loyalists will remind you. All of Petty's came in what is now known as the Cup Series, NASCAR's highest level. Still very impressive for Kyle Busch, though. LeBron James scored a season-high 44 points and passed Wilt Chamberlain for number 5 on the all-time NBA scoring list while leading the LA Lakers to victory Wednesday night. James added 10 rebounds and 9 assists as the Lakers earned their 4th win in a row. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for the pickup line that scored Danica Patrick. Aaron Rodgers may have lost on Thursday Night Football, but he won Danica Patrick's heart with some smooth pickup lines, courtesy of Dumb and Dumber. Yes, you heard it right. No, not a sweeping romantic comedy, but the ever-iconic Dumb and Dumber. After delivering a motivational speech in North Dakota on Wednesday, the retired NASCAR driver fielded some questions about her relationship with the Green Bay Packers quarterback. When asked what attracted her to Rodgers in the first place, Patrick said, quote-unquote, humor. I remember the first time I met him. He remembers it, too. We both remember it really well. It was 2012, and it was at the ESPYs. He was at the bar putting out the vibe, Dumb and Dumber, you know, Patrick explained, imitating Jim Carrey's classic wide-armed stance. And I remember he was doing movie lines, and people who love movie lines, so I think we had a dialogue in movie lines, and I was like, this guy's really funny, she said, adding that what won her over, I guess, was that he acted like Jim Carrey. There you go, gents. Be funny this weekend. Score the woman of your dreams. Dating advice here in the C-List. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.